Hey guys, what's going on? Specko Gaming coming to you all again with another Rogue Company video. This time around, we are going to be showing you which perks to prioritize over others when you use certain characters. Now, this can actually be taken with a grain of salt depending on how experienced you are with the game. For most experienced players, you've had enough time to experience different perks on your own and you know what works best for you. But if you're a brand new gamer on this game and you're trying to figure out where to start, this is the video for you when it comes to perks. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like and subscribe button. Also set up notifications so that you know when all the videos are posted. And also I stream on Twitch as well too at Specko Gaming. If you guys want to support the channel there, you're more than welcome to do so. I'll be streaming there Tuesday through Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So if you guys want to come in, have a little bit more chats about Rogue Company, more than welcome to do so with you. All right, let's jump into the video. All right, guys, so diving into character number one, we're going to look at Anvil first. All right, Anvil has two abilities that I really enjoy using, and it's actually two of the most recommended perks that you should get if you're using Anvil. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into it here. Headstrong is number one. If you don't have enough money to get this perk, save up for it. All right, simply because it gives you 25 extra armor. Now I know that you're thinking, yeah, it's just 25 extra armor. Yeah, that's actually a lot. Okay, 25 extra armor is really good with Anvil, primarily because it complements his passive ability, which is also defensive, right? So if you look at immunity, gain immunity to disorient and blinding effects. So that basically, not only damage wise, you get to defend yourself well with Headstrong, but with immunity, you get to defend yourself against special effects like flashbangs or whatever the case may be. So Headstrong works very well simply because immunity is basically like the same thing, but just a different form of your defense. So Headstrong, number one, remember that. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the second perk, Life Drain. Now, I know a lot of you guys, when you use Anvil, you love to use the LMG, right? The MLX Maw, one of the best LMGs in the game. Now, think about your kill potential. If you actually have this gun, you're actually using it, you're getting downs left and right, and on top of that, you actually get healing over time, man, this simply makes Anvil 100% OP. Now, I'm not going to say he's the best character in the game, which is not true, but this right here, as a new player, will set you up for success if you use these two perks. All right, so remember, Headstrong and Life Drain. All right, guys, so secondly, we're going to take a look at Chak. Now, Chak is a remarkable character. He's actually one of my personal favorites. The two perks that you want to get if you're playing with Chak in the beginning is Replenish. That is number one. All right, you want to get Replenish as soon as you can. I believe this one is 10,000. I'm not exactly sure. I will have the prices down at the bottom right hand corner so you can see how much each of these items are going to be before you go into the game and make the purchase. That way you'll have an idea of how to build everything up and get your money and stuff right to get these perks. All right, so Replenish is what you want to get first with Chak. Reason being is because if you down an enemy, you get a fresh clip after you down that person. So it's really good for playing against multiple enemies. Of course, you got to reload, but not after you down someone, which is really good. Spray, down them, new mag, you don't even have to reload, and spray the next guy. That's like a dream come true, right? All right. Secondly, we're going to do Life Drain. That's going to be the second perk that you want to get with him, simply because his healing in general is going to be 100% OP, right? The reason I say that is because one of his abilities gives him the ability to heal himself. He doesn't necessarily have to be down, but when he's down, he can basically get himself up by healing, right? So those are the two perks that you want to use with Chak, all right? But definitely, when it comes to Chak, save up for Replenish. So looking at Dahlia, we're gonna do her next, and there's really no two perks that you should get with Dahlia, mainly because she's so versatile. She can actually use other characters' abilities that she's on the team with. I'm gonna give you some perks though that would fit when it comes to specific roles when it comes to Dahlia. So let's say, for instance, you want to play aggressive, right? her SMGs, the firing rate is faster than Chak's, right? So we talked about the firing rate of Chak, his SMG, and it was 13.33. Well, if you take a look at her firing rate, it's 16.67 with the objection. So that's just astronomically fast, right? So of course, if you want to play aggressive and you want to use the objective, Replenish is going to be the perk that you prioritize. All right. And coming in at number 2, of course, shredded rounds is really, really good. And cloaked can also be a really good one when it comes to the more craftier side of her playstyle. The reason I say that is because it makes her immune to being revealed by enemies. But it's so many different things that you can actually take in consideration when it comes to Dahlia. She's not just a straightforward character. She can do a lot of different things, which is exactly why she's one of the best characters in the game. All right. But if you want to play aggressive, Replenish, of course, with just about any character that has that particular perk, and cloaked is what you want to use if you want to be on the craftier, slower pace, sneakier side with Dahlia. All right, next up, we're going to be taking a look at Dallas. This is the man that is known for his ability to reveal all the enemies on the map when they don't want to be revealed. All right, so looking at the 2 perks that's going to work best for Dallas. When it comes to Dallas, his play style actually matters as well too. So let's say, for instance, you want to play a more traditional, typical play style with Dallas. You want to go with padded steps simply because he has that ability to be able to see enemies throughout the map. So what you want to do is you want to have the ability to sneak up on those people and take them out as soon as possible. It's going to give you kind of like a stealth feel, but it's one of the best ways to play Dallas, regardless of which one of the weapons that you're using. I like to use a revolver with Dallas, and I actually like to use his ability to reveal the characters and just basically creep around, sneak up on them, get a couple shots off, down an enemy, and hope and pray that I have another opportunity to do that again. All right, so padded steps, I would say, is number 1. Now, when it comes to a more aggressive playstyle, if you want to use the HRM 30KS, which is his assault rifle, I would highly recommend getting a perk that would suit the reload speed of Dallas. Not necessarily the reload speed, but the ability to reload while sprinting, reload by doing different things, because this is one of the hardest hitting assault rifles in the game. The one that Ronin uses may be the strongest, but the one that Dallas uses is really good too, especially when aggressive players play well. So you can either get Berserker as a secondary perk or Stalker, which means you get to aim down your sights really, really fast, and that penalty is completely depleted if you use Stalker. So number 1, of course, you're going to use padded steps to be able to sneak up on people, and either Berserker or Stalker in place of your second ability for Dallas. All right, next up we have Dima, the explosive god, right? He likes to blow stuff up. Looking at his perks, I want to say number 1 is going to be tied, right? We have Replenish and we have Life Drain. Those are going to be your 2 most expensive perks when it comes to Dima. You can choose either or. You don't necessarily have to prioritize. You just have to choose what you want to do. For Replenish, you actually have a better chance to kill as opposed to Life Drain, which you have a better survivability. You can get both, but in the beginning you're not going to have enough money for both, right? So with that being said, you have to choose between whether you want to kill a lot or whether you want to be hard to kill. All right, that's the whole point. All right, so you can choose either one of those if you want to use Dima, right? Secondly, I would say either Berserker or Nimble Hands. Mainly, people like to use the Executioner. I think it's a really good gun, personally. I have a whole video on the Executioner and games that I played with the Executioner. I'm actually going to tag it in the video so that way you can That way you can basically take a look at it and see what it is. But basically, the Executioner is a really good gun just to run alone. That's the thing. So if you are using the Executioner, and let's say for instance a KA-30, you want to have nimble hands, simply because it'll give you the ability to swap your weapons a little bit faster than normal, right? And of course you have Berserker, which gain the ability to reload while sprinting. I think that's a really good perk to use when you're in a pursuit. You're trying to move from one place to the next, or running from somebody, or whatever the case may be. It'll give you the opportunity to reload while you're moving from place to place. So those are the perks that you want to look at when it comes to Dima. There's really no 2 perks when it comes to him, but it's basically 4 perks that you can really put in your category as number 1 and number 2. But you basically have to choose throughout those sets of 2. All right guys, so taking a look at the required perks for these characters, they can basically vary depending on your play style. But this video is strictly for very brand new players that don't really know where to go as far as the perks that they want to use. If you guys have any characters that you feel like should have had different required perks or different prioritized perks or whatever the case may be, leave comments down in the comment section below. That way we can have a discussion about it. We can find out what works best for other characters and what works best for you as well too. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like and subscribe button, and also set up notifications so that you know when all the videos are posted. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.